Matching
Matching concept.
concept.
Yeah. 4. Matching concept. Yes. Now tell me, what is matching concept?
So about comparison.
Yeah.
About comparison.
About comparison is matching. Yeah.
The debit and credit side of the account should
That is
match
that
the
is
tally.
that is dual aspect. No, debit and credit should be same.
Uh,
Yeah. So then, what is actually we call matching concept? Yeah, Siddharth,
Sir,
Naveen.
Sir, expenditure
sir,
should be equal to incomes.
Expenditure should be equal to
Income.
ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ಗೂ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಅದ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಬಂದಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟಾ? Yeah, whatever you earn, so it should be equal to expenditure. That means whatever you earn, income should be equal to expenditure. Means logical correct? Logic correct?
master.
Logic correct ಏನೋ?
ಸರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಎರಡರ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ನೀನ್ ಇವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಸ್?
ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್.
Yeah, so that means, my dear friends, you should not say like that. Whenever you touch matching concept, my dear friends, yeah, it should be like this again. As per going concern, what do you mean?
Life of the business is enduring.
Correct.
It is
So
not
this is what going concern. Yeah. Out of this, in order to evaluate the performance of the business, what are you supposed to do?
Period.
Period.
Correct.
Accounting
So that segregation of period, what we call it is period.
Yes, sir.
So this is as per
Periodicity.
Periodicity concept.
Correct. So that means for this year, my dear friends, for this year, for this period, for this year, it is matching concept. For this year, it is matching concept. Are you understanding? Yeah. So that means, suppose matching concept means it talks about revenue, that is a nominal account. Matching concept it talks about, for example, if it is a trading and P&L account. Correct. So that means this side, whatever incomes are there, it should be equal to expenditure. Yeah.
Yes.
So suppose if it is not matched, then it will be result in a surplus or deficit or not?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So adana helbeku. Are you understanding slowly the concept?
Yes, sir.
So that means whenever you touch net profit, means, my friends, that is whenever you touch performance, whenever you touch this net profit is nothing but result or not? Yeah, result is nothing but performance of business. Correct. So that which is the performance statement?
Profit and loss.
Which is the position statement?
Balance sheet.
Balance sheet. Now we are in matching concept, means we are talking about performance. That is, this year income should be matched along with its expenditure. If it is not matching, means it will result in either surplus or deficit or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can't restrict my explanation only. Income should be matched with expenditure. That means it is not a business, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that means whatever you earn income, it should be equal to expenditure. That means you have to spend. There is a meaning, no? Whatever you earn, everything, if you keep on spending, means then why we have to do business? For that we can keep quiet, no? Yeah. So that means everything there is a meaning or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that means whenever we talk about profits, whenever we touch result, my dear friend, which are the concepts we'll cover? Whenever you touch performance of the business, so first is look out, in order to perform, in order to come here, first is going concern, then periodicity concept, then matching concept. 3 will come or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Plus matching. Are you understanding? Whenever you touch performance, about profit, if anything, if I speak, if it is change in profit, suppose if the element of change in profit, if I touch, you have to touch this minimum 3 concept. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So therefore, now write down, my dear friends. Write down. Write down as it is. Again, as per going concern, life of business is enduring, and as per periodicity concept, as per periodicity concept, in order to evaluate the performance of business, in order to evaluate the performance of the business, such life has to be segregated into various period. Correct? Yeah. Such each period is termed as
Accounting period.
accounting period. Now here only, and in such accounting period, in such accounting period, all revenues should be matched along along with its all revenues should be matched along with its corresponding expenditures. If it is matched, means there is no profit, no loss. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So if not matched, it will result in either surplus or deficit. Yeah. Yes. Can you see this? So it will result in either surplus or deficit. As per matching concept. This is what as per matching concept. That means each such period is termed as accounting period. So from here only matching concept will start, my dear friends. So from here, friends, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So from here only matching concept will start actually. Such each period is termed as accounting period, and in such accounting period all revenues should be matched along with its corresponding expenditure. If not matched, then what will happen? It will result in
Surplus or deficit.
So that's what matching concept. Are you clear? So that means whenever in a P&L, my defense, or in a balance sheet or in a financial statements, whenever you speak about whenever you speak about profit or loss, whatever it might be result, so which concept will apply? Matching concept, correct? So for matching concept, which is the mother?
Going concern and periodicity.
For that, for matching concept, so mother is periodicity concept.
Periodicity.
Yeah, for periodicity concept, mother is going concern. Are
Going
you
concern.
understanding slowly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Uday, అర్థమవుతుందా?
Sir.
Okay. So what is the next concept?
Historical concept.
Historical cost. That is cost concept or historical cost. Historical cost concept. Yeah. So now, my dear friends, historical cost concept. Now here, this cost concept, my dear friends, it is deals with the expenditure. It deals with what? Deals with the expenditure. Expenditure means outflow of cash. So come in your chart. In the chart, update here. So look out here, update here. So what is this cost concept is there? This cost concept deals with what? Expenditure. Cost concept deals with expenditure. Realization concept deals with income. Yeah. Materiality concept deals with capitalization of asset. Capitalization of asset, like this. Just to give the hint, my dear friend. Just a hint, that's it. Explanation anyway we will do there, but in this chart just write down the hints. So cost concept deals with what? Expenditure. So what is that and all? Let us discuss. Realization concept deals with income. So dual aspect, that is different. Conservatism or prudence concept, that is different. Materiality concept deals with capitalization of asset. Shall I go back?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you would have updated, let us go back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So come to the discussion of the topic. So now let's go. So now it is, let's go with cost concept. Now tell me, my dear friends. Anyone, can you try to explain what you mean by cost concept fast?
So the assets should be recorded as per the cost which we have bought, not as per the market value.
As per the market value. Okay.
Not as per the market.
Okay. Then, yeah, any other interpretation, my dear friends? Any other answer? What do you mean by cost concept? Cost concept should be generally applicable for entire accounts. No, it is not stipulated only for asset. No, Naveen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's what here I haven't explained what is for asset like this. No, independently I am not explaining here. For in accounts, before you start accounts, these are all you have to learn. That means this is applicable to entire accounts, not for a specific line item. Are you understanding slowly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's how I started my accounts. So therefore, for Uday, in order to give a pen to pass journal entry, I have to make him to understand all those things. Then only I can give a pen to pass journal entry. So therefore, I'm introducing myself. So it is accounts means if you are starting accounts means this and all you have to understand. Correct? So first look out. So first fields I have installed. That means 3 feelings. That's the 3 assumptions you have to assume. One is business should be run forever. So then accrual concept, that is in the preparation presentation. Consistency. What principles and policies they were following earlier? Yes, that's your duty and you are responsible to follow the same unless management intends to change. So when that can be changed, that also I have explained to you. Correct? Next, in the preparation presentation of financial statement, not only cash transaction that is paid or paid. So if it is outstandings are there, that also you have to include for the period. Outstandings means that is as per periodicity concept for that period outstanding. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So then I come to concepts, understandings. So what are the things you're supposed to understand? So there I explain what is the principle, what is policy, and what is convention. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So principles are nothing but it's a concepts, accounting concepts which are generally universally followed. That is universally it is applicable wherever you go. Therefore, before you start accounts, these are things you have to understand. So out of that one is first business entity concept. It says that business is different, owner is different. That understanding you have to, because you are going to maintain the accounts in the books of firm, not owner. Therefore, owner should be treated as an outsider. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next. Next second entity, what the second is money measurement. That means in accounts, everything you have to measure in terms of money and record, not the quantity. That I'm explaining him. I have never spoke about money. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Yeah. Next I've been for third concept is what we call
Periodicity.
periodicity concept. There I defined. So in accounts, the life is enduring because you are going to become an accountant. That means you have to prepare accounts or not.
Yes,
So
sir.
for that you will ask, sir, accounts means till I that is should I prepare accounts till lifelong? So that means I have to say some period or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that I am explaining. So if you are preparing accounts means you have to prepare for certain period. That period. So usually it can be any period, but for convenient reporting we will prepare for 1 year, which is our convenient reporting. It is not as per periodicity concept. In order to evaluate, so we have considered that as 1 year. Is it as per periodicity concept? It is 1 year.
No.
No. So today my
No,
students
sir.
has understood that it is not 1 year. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like this. Then we've been for matching concept. That means what is matching concept? In that accounting period, that is as per periodicity concept, what period you have segregated, what period you have decided or segregated in that period. That is a cutoff. This is a starting. This is a ending. In that period, so what you prepare in order to find the profit or loss, whatever incomes you earned, you have to compare with expenditure or not.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so it has to match. If it is match, means no profit, no loss for that period. Suppose if it is not match, it will result in either surplus or deficit. That is what profit or loss or not.
Yes, sir.
That is what matching concept. Like this, I'm explaining to him one on one. Correct? So therefore, here in cost concept directly, I can't say it is for asset. It has to be recorded at cost. That means if I say like that, he will ask what is asset first. That means I have to go back. What is asset? This and all confusion will start or not.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Therefore, now look out how I will explain. Shall we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So cost. So here cost, correct? So cost means it is a outflow of cash. Outflow
Yes,
of
sir.
cash. Will you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, my dear friend. So here outflow of cash will be for two types. In here, generally in current concept, I am taking as a two expenditure, my dear friends. When I go for capital revenue expenditure there and all, so there in a different context, in a detail, I will explain. Are you understanding slowly? In a chapter number 4. So for example here, like, so here recurring expenditure and non-recurring expenditure, correct? Or other way, it is benefit, or other way, benefit is originated and consumed within a accounting period. I hope accounting period means now you can understand, Uday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as per life, what period we have segregated, in that period itself, it is originated. That means that benefit, whatever the benefit has been originated, and if it is consumed in that period itself, then it is called as recurring expenditure. Are you understanding? Recurring
Yes, sir.
expenditure, which we call it as revenue. Revenue, which is revenue in nature. Revenue in nature. Revenue means what?
It's reference.
Income.
So that's what
Right.
that's what's the different. Revenue in a nature of expenditure, revenue or capital we call. In that nature, revenue means recurring in nature. Capital means non-recurring in nature. Are you understanding slowly? Yeah. Except in other context, if I ask, revenue means it is a income. Because English is such a language, my dear friends. In a situation or in a time, I can change my words. I can change my meaning. You know. Are you understanding? But in our regional languages, you can't change that word. You can't interpret in a different way. But English, it has its own limitation. That's why we have given adjectives in English. Correct?
Yes, sir.
At that time, you can change the meaning based on the context. So here, my dear friends, if I ask nature of expenditure, if it is recurring means we call it as revenue expenditure or revenue in nature. If it is non-recurring, we call it as a capital expenditure, which has a benefit, that is different context. Revenue in nature. So if it is a revenue in nature, it is called as what? Expenses. Which is called expenditure or expense. Expense. Yeah. So drop an arrow. Drop an arrow. It has to be recognized at cost. Recognize at cost only. Cost only means how much you have spent that only. Always expenditure has to be recognized at what? Expenditure means nominal account transaction. Expenditure means what?
Nominal account
Yeah.
transaction.
If it is recurring in nature, we call it as a revenue in nature, revenue expenditure, and expenses has to be accounted based on nominal account transaction. What is nominal account and all? In chapter number 5, you will understand. So for a time being, if it is expenses, expenses means Uday, every month you have to pay salary. Every month pay chestava, like every samvasaram pay chestava.
every month.
Every month. Therefore, it is a recurring expenditure. Every month you have to pay rotation. Correcta? సో దాన్ని ఎక్స్పెన్స్ అంటాం. ఇక్కడ స్పెండ్ చేసేదేమో స్పెండ్ చేసేదే, అయితే రికరింగ్ ఇన్ నేచర్ ఉంటే దాన్ని ఎక్స్పెన్స్ అంటాం. అదే సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఫర్నిచర్ కొంటే, ఫర్నిచర్ సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ పర్చేస్ అ ఫర్నిచర్, ఎవ్రీ మంత్ విల్ యూ పర్చేస్? No, correct. It is once in 5 years or once in 2 years, like that. That means if you purchase, that is also expenditure only. But if you purchase that furniture now, so furniture can be used for more than 1 year. Furniture can be used for more than 1 year. So that means, so benefit is originated and spread over for more than one accounting period. More than one accounting period. Are you understanding slowly? It is what we call it as future economic benefit. Future economic, that is expenditure you have incurred, but because of that expenditure you have a future economic benefit or not? Outflow of cash only, but it is not originated and consumed in current year. That benefit has been spread over to more than 1 year. So that benefit has been for more than 1 year. Correct? So in that case, such expenditure, what we call it as capital expenditure. Are you understanding slowly? Such capital expenditures are called as assets. Such capital expenditures are called as what? Assets. Correct? So for assets, my dear friends, so Shriram alla Naveen, ivaga artha agta idya?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Ivaga artha agta idya?
Yes sir.
Yeah. So for assets, my dear friends, initial year, because asset has more than 1 year life or not? Suppose if you purchase today,
Yes,
Y0, this 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, like this life is there. Correct? So now this is first year. This is first year, what we call it as initial year. So this year, since you have purchased, for example, if it's a 10,000 you have paid and purchased, that means that year, if I ask what is the price of this furniture, you will say 10K. That is cost for that year, yes or no? Therefore, initial year, recognize at the cost. Initial year what? It has to recognize cost. Now, next year onwards, look out on this 10K. Suppose if it is 1,000 is a depreciation. If you have reduced for next year, what is the value opening balance?
9,000.
9,000. Is it a cost for that year or it is a previous year cost?
10,000.
Previous year. So that means it is a history or not?
Yes sir.
Yeah, it is not present cost. It is a previous. That is the last year what I spent. Last year means it is a history or not? Yeah. Therefore, subsequent year. Therefore, subsequent years, drop an arrow to be recognized at to be recognized at historical cost. Are you understanding slowly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that means here cost means it is an outflow. That's expenditure here. That's correct. But that expenditure, that's outflow of cash, is of two types. One is I will pay for recurring expenditure, or I will pay for non-recurring expenditure. Correct? So recurring expenditure means, my dear friends, the benefit is originated and consumed in a current period itself. Uday, అర్థమవుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
సపోజ్ సాలరీ, దట్ మీన్స్ ఒక్క నెల సాలరీ అయితే జీతం ఇచ్చేదానికి ముందరే ఆ 1 ఇయర్ సారీ ఆ మంత్ కి సర్వీస్ మేము తీసుకోవాలి కదా. అరే ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఫర్ దట్ మంత్, సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఫర్ 1 month salary if I'm paying means for that month service would have been already rendered, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you don't serve, then will you pay salary?
No, sir. Do not pay.
No. That means for that already benefit has been derived or not?
Yes, sir.
Correct? For that you are paying. That means for that expenditure benefit was originated and consumed in the current period. That is what recurring in nature. Are you understanding slowly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if I have spent expenditure, but for that expenditure, suppose if you purchase asset, whatever it might be, the benefit you have spent now, but the benefit is for not restricted for only 1 year, it is for more than 1 year. In that case, you have to create as an asset. Correct? So for that, still one cutoff criteria is there that later on you will understand. But for a time being now, if the benefit is originated, that is because of expenditure. If the benefit is originated and if it is spread over or postponed or more than one accounting period, if economic benefit is spread over, then it is a capital expenditure, which is nothing but asset. Are you understanding slowly, Naveen?
Yes, sir.
Uday? Sorry, again it's gone. Array, what that sound? Is it disconnected? No.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I got one more pop-up. That's it. Yeah. So now, Uday, అర్థమవుతుందా అసెట్ అంటే ఏంటని? Asset means it's an expenditure. So that's all. As of now, that's what I can say. What is asset and all I have not defined. Just I'm saying, if it is expenditure is incurred and the benefit has been postponed, then I can call it as a capital expenditure. That's all. Whether it's asset or not, that when we go for a situation, let us decide. So now tell me my difference. As per cost concept, so it has been classified into two types of expenditure. One is revenue expenditure, another one is capital expenditure. Correct? So revenue expenditure means it's an expense. Always it has to be recognized that. Always it has to be recognized that cost only. Cost means how much you spent out of your pocket, how much you paid, that is cost. Clear? So because nominal accounts does not have the carry forward nature or not.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, since it has to be closed every year, so it does not have carry forward nature. Therefore, it has to be recognized always at cost only. Clear? But if it is a capital expenditure, it is termed as asset.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
in case of assets, first year it has to be recognized at what? Cost. Subsequent year onwards,
Historical cost.
historical cost. Now are you getting the clarity a little bit? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
very nice, very nice. So now what is the next concept? What is the next concept?
Realization.
Realization concept. Next is realization concept.